G'day, g'day, g'day. Mathematical KM or Keith Molumby. Remember, their initials, not a title. That's my chess moniker there for you only AFL people. Okay, taking a look at week 6, our second week in, remembering that we said we were going to discount the first 4 rounds as the model's relying on 2024 data. Gonski. So we're 2 rounds in. Round 5 last week we made 12 buckaroos with the $5 a bet on each game. Round 6, if you watched the intro video, we were only betting on 7 of the 9 games because we've decided to not place a bet whenever it's more than plus 25 because heads can drop. Having said that, both bloody West Coast and Richmond would have meant they would have been 2 winning bets. But we're going to stick with that. So in this case, we only had the 7 games for which we were putting our $5 on. Let's have a look at how round 6 panned out for Squiggle and the Line. Here we go. Let's get me out of the way. So yeah, we would have won the red ones, the West Coast and the Richmond, but other times they've dropped their heads and lost by far too much. So we're just ignoring games with the bookies lines more than plus 25. But let's take a look. Just the short story. You can, I think I've sent those of you who sort of are in the circle these images. You can take a close look yourselves later. But 1, 2 losses, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 7. And when we get more than 53% of the tips right overall and in any given week, you're going to be making money. So let's go to our summary. Let's not even look at what would have happened in those first 4 rounds. We're only looking for now. Round 5, we got 6 out of 9, 66.666%. Round 6, 5 out of 7. Not going to turn that into a percent, but overall, so far, we've had 11 wins and 5 losses, or tracking at 69%, which is, if that happens for the whole season, yeehaw. But made $12 in week 5 and $12.60 in week 6. So we'll keep the graph going as well, just for the total profit for the methodology over the season. But touch wood, so far so good, because quite honestly, it's almost better than expected, really. Because we'd be happy with 5 out of 9 and 4 out of 7 and making, on a consistent basis, making looks like small compared to what we have made, but compared to money in a bank, quite high interest. But if we're going to keep making $12 a round, even if it's $12 a round and sometimes $2 a round, we're all going to be pretty happy. I don't know if any of you guys have actually jumped on, but or you can just look at it for all of this season and think about it next time. As it is, I've looked at the previous decade with historical data. This year is the first year where you'll be able to keep track of the balances that I have in 365, which jumped up from a pretty unhealthy 1275 up to a healthier 22. Ladbrokes and Sportsbet. Again, looking for the best lines in each of the things. But let's see, we've had 18 games, of which we only chose to go in 16 of the games, and so far we've made $25. Anyway, so like and subscribe to the little channel. Not that it's ever going to make any money as a YouTube thing, but just sharing the joy. And See you later this week with Squiggle on the Line, looking forward into round 7. Bye for now.